In accordance with his right to privacy, Prince Harry's visa information will not be made public. Despite the royal's admission that he has used drugs in the past, the US government won't release information about the Duke of Sussex's visa application. Welcome to Royal Pancakes. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notifications bell, so you don't miss any updates about the British royal family. For the second time, the Department of Homeland Security has denied a Freedom of Information Act request regarding the issue. The Heritage Foundation, a right-wing think tank, made the request. Harry has openly acknowledged using a variety of drugs, such as cocaine, cannabis, and magic mushrooms. The DHS also obstructed the release of the Duke of Sussex's immigration records in June. They refused to say whether they had any documentation of Prince Harry's application for a waiver to enter the US. Following the initial choice last month, Niall Gardner, the director of the Heritage Foundation's Margaret Thatcher Centre for Freedom, released a statement. As a result of the DHS decision, he tweeted, "This week, the Department of Homeland Security refused to confirm or deny whether or not they had records relating to the Duke of Sussex requesting a waiver so as to enter the country legally." The Biden administration's shocking lack of transparency is demonstrated by this response to the Heritage Foundation's Freedom of Information Act request. There are only three ways the Duke of Sussex could have obtained a visa to enter the country. Firstly, Prince Harry fully disclosed his drug use and was granted a waiver. Secondly, DHS flagrantly disregarded the law, or thirdly, Prince Harry lied under oath. It is private whether the Duke of Sussex has a waiver, which he must have if he complied with the law given that he currently resides in the United States. It is private whether the government flagrantly disregarded the law in Prince Harry's case, or it is private whether there is a privacy interest in perjury, according to DHS, who claim that merely acknowledging whether a waiver exists would violate the Duke of Sussex's privacy. Despite the fact that this argument is illogical, it is not surprising given the Biden administration's total lack of transparency. We will be contesting the Department of Homeland Security's position because their attempts to obstruct the Heritage Foundation's Freedom of Information request are unacceptable. We anticipated that we would have to challenge every decision made in this case by the federal judge, and we will keep pushing for openness and responsibility for the American people. A federal judge will ultimately decide whether or not to order the disclosure of Prince Harry's U.S. immigration records in federal court. We are committed to winning in a case of obvious public interest and on a significant matter that concerns the American people, the impartial application and enforcement of American immigration laws.